Minasan, okaree nasai. Today we have someone I've admired since the very beginning of my idol listening days. The person who I define as my big sister, even though I've never met her and she has no idea who I am. Asami Tano, born February 12th, 1987 in Hyogo. And right now she is currently affiliated with Amuse Inc. Lots of talent over there. Up until high school, she lived in Amagasaki City. She attended Horikoshi Private High School, known for its many celebrity graduates, most of them being TV actors or singers. Aside from this, she also attended the Callis Vocal and Dance School in Osaka. In 1998, she won the Okinawa Actors School National Audition Award. I'll never understand why Japan just crams 5+ words into awards and school names. But since she was still in elementary school, she was unable to pursue acting at the time. In 2002, she began her career as a singer in the group Boy Style, formed by the winners of the School of Actors Award, and they remained active until 2007. During this time, the group had one full album and 8 singles, their 8th single being Kokoro no Chizu, the 5th opening for a small anime you may not have heard of called One Piece, which I actually have a little fun fact about. This was the first opening to be shown in widescreen, the first 4 being in the 4:3 ratio, those good old CRT TVs. After Boy Style disbanded, she ventured into acting for theater and television. In 2011, she debuted as a seiyuu, voicing a character named Rin in Toriko. In 2012, she voiced Akane Hino, aka Cure Sunny, in Smile Precure, the 9th season of the Pretty Cure franchise, a very popular children's show. Well, it's marketed as a children's show at least, but like Pokemon, I'm sure the fan base is 90% adults. Also, in an interview 2 years later, she described this as the true start of her voice acting career. But later that year, she had another lead role, Jinja, in Monsuno World Master. 2013, one notable role of Mika Toyonashi in Silver Spoon. In 2014, she was cast as a character named Exorcist in the anime Francesca, an anime about a fictional idol that just promotes the Hokkaido prefecture. This year, she would also voice the character Nori in Sword Art Online, a prominent character during the Mother's Rosario arc. Pouring out for the homie. And finally for this year, she starred as Mitsuru Kirijo in the stage musical Persona 3 The Weird Masquerade. She would reprise the role in both the Persona 4 Arena stage play and the Persona 4 Ultimax song project. We're only finishing 2014 and she's already been associated in 3 really iconic franchises. Most of my favorite seiyuu haven't even fully began their careers yet. In 2015, she voiced Amphisbaena in Dorara and Nanao Tachibana in Testament of Sister New Devil. 2016 is the big one though, the first time I ever heard her voice. Love Live Sunshine as the voice of Sarah Kazuno from the sister duo known as Saint Snow. The entire reason I'm into idols to begin with is because of their performance of Self-Control in that 7th episode. Ever since then, her and Hinata have been some of my favorite people ever. But it gets better. Well, if you're a fan of Blue Exorcist and Kuroko no Basket at least, as she has also portrayed Mamushi Hojo in the former and Riko Aida in the latter. In live-action stage play, of course. That last one being dangerously close to the same name as my favorite idol of all time. So skipping past 2017, jumping right into 2018, she starred in another idol anime, this one being Zombieland Saga, voicing the leader of Franchouchou, Saki Nikaido. During the promotion of the first season, she was actually interviewed by Rolling Stone Japan alongside her co-stars. And I've also seen her talking to other castmates on a radio show where Asami seems to be the host. Although I can't confirm if she is or not, also I don't even know what the radio show is called. But this year, she also reprised her Pretty Cure role alongside the other 54 Pretty Cures in a crossover film, that being titled Pretty Cure All-Star Memories, which was certified as having the most magical warriors in an anime film by Guinness World Records. Definitely a more ambitious crossover than Avengers Endgame. 2018 would also mark yet another popular stage adaptation of an anime. She was cast as Gila in the adaptation of The 7 Deadly Sins. However, in July it was announced that Asami would cease performing in the stage play to recover from a thyroid disease. The role of Gila was substituted by the actress Hana Yuri. In 2019, she appeared at the Zombieland Saga panel at Crunchyroll Expo. That's actually really cool. Definitely wish I was there for that. Now, I don't know when this happened, so I'll just throw it here near the end. At some point, she was cast as Beast in a stage adaptation of Black Butler, Book of Circus. And wow, I definitely wish I was able to see this one. Nearing the end now, in 2020, she would voice Commissioner P in The God of High School. Also, Nini, the main character of Burn the Witch, a spin-off to the very popular Bleach. Then, Pharaoh Okami in Setten Academy. 2021 had the 2nd season of Zombieland Saga. As you might have guessed, she reprised her role. But the really big thing, right at the end of the year, on December 13th, she announced that she got married to fellow voice actor Ryo Kitamura. 2022 has had nothing so far, and I don't think she will have any roles this year. But we can hope for next year. She did release a photo book, however, a 20th anniversary photo book on July 7th. 20 years in the industry. Wow. She has done a few video games over the years, as you can see. Bullet Girls being a very popular PSP shooter. Then we have Grand Blue Fantasy, of course. And she has also done live action dubbing for a German Beauty and the Beast movie. Also dubbing for Western animation, voicing a Mandalorian by the name of Sabine Wren in Star Wars Rebels. Now how awesome would it have been if she was the voice of Ahsoka Tano, you know, seeing as how they have the same last name. I wonder if she's even aware of who that character is. Concerts would include being at Aqua's 3rd, 4th, and 5th Lives, as well as the Love Live Fest in 2020, and Saint Snow's first gig, also in 2020. She has been at all 3 of Franchouchou's lives, and her alongside the other Franchouchou members have been at Animax Music's and Anisama many times since... Wait, she's never been at either of these events? Wow, that's actually crazy and extremely surprising. Well, maybe next year, I guess. And I mean, Starlight Kukagumi did sing their Zombieland Saga opening at Animax one time, so maybe that's the closest they're gonna get to that event. On to the facts. She is 163 centimeters, or 5'3". She has an Instagram and a Twitter. She is fairly active on both of them, where she uploads photos and videos regularly. She likes to show off her clothes and has a very fun sense of fashion, wearing literally anything and everything, like not necessarily having one specific style. Her agency Amuse has a YouTube channel where you can see her and other Amuse seiyuu such as Hinata Sato, Moika Koizumi, and Kaori Maeda doing a variety of videos. In 2005, she changed the spelling of her name, although it is still read as Asami. At some point, she was asked why her tooth was not operated on. Asami explains she didn't want to change that because she is used to it and it is part of her identity. I actually have the exact same tooth problem she has, except mine is my bottom fang while hers is the top. Both on the right side though. Crazy coincidence. She is actually known for always smiling and not being afraid to show her teeth. I noticed during the Saint Snow solo live that the camera guy kept trying to cut away every time she would do a big smile, but maybe that's just because of the angle I was watching at. Asami is also known for having a very loud, chaotic, energetic personality, to the point where I've seen the fans joke around that she's great, but we can't take her anywhere because she causes too much mischief. During a livestream with VTuber Suisei Hoshimachi, Asami revealed that she is awful at playing Tetris. Not really surprising, honestly. She doesn't really strike me as the gaming type. But in her elementary and middle school days, she describes herself as a tomboy, to the point where she was always fighting with the boys, also doing contact sports, and was always covered in scrapes and bruises. Apparently, she can tie her hair in a bun within 6 seconds, which is impressive, I suppose. I don't really know anything about hair, so... When asked if she could turn into anything for a day, anything at all, she chose to be a tree, because she loves plants. The thing she buys most at convenience stores is carbonated water, and she does not drink sake. Her favorite sweets are crunchy pickled plums. To relieve stress, she watches videos about giraffes. Mini fact here, which I'm sure you could have figured out on your own, but she really likes giraffes. I wonder if she's a fan of Revue Starlight. When it comes to acting, and I guess voiceover as well, a role she's always wanted to be is a villain. Something I also would love to see, since she is the complete opposite of that. She is a very big fan of the pop singer Namio Muro, and I'm pretty sure they're friends. Another bonus mini fact, they've both sang One Piece openings in the past. The person she respects the most is, well, it's 2 people, her parents. 3 anime she always watched when she was younger were Crayon Shin-chan, Chibi Maruko-chan, and Sailor Moon. Nicholas Sparks' The Notebook is her favorite foreign film. Asami has said that she once owned a bird. I have no idea what the name was, but she has also expressed interest in owning a dog. Her favorite color is red. Between the mountains, river, sea, and snow, she would rather go adventuring in the mountains. She also claims to have never ridden a bike, but she can ride a unicycle. Her reward after a hard day's work is a cafe latte. The penultimate fact, since she has been performing for so long, she no longer has stage fright and hardly ever feels nervous. The final very lovely fact is that Asami can stretch her legs all the way to do the splits. Alright, that's the ending for this one. I'm gonna go get some water. I hope you've enjoyed and learned something new. Please join me in the next one about a very talented, hard-working drummer. I look forward to seeing you there.